right, let's get it. Champs on three. 1, 2, 3. Champs!
Underneath to Riley, puts up and shot. Noah G for three.
Yes, okay.
Yes, sir. Oh, wow.
Welcome to Trailblazer Tip-Off.
Ball game. Trailblazers win.
It is a Monday basketball brunch. Utah Tech's first ever venture into the state of Florida. The second ever meeting between the Panthers of Florida International and the Trailblazers of Utah Tech. We're located just a few miles inland from the famous South Beach in Miami. It's the final game of 2024 Utah Tech and Florida International. Hi there, everybody. Rod Zundel along with Caden Formaster. Glad to have you aboard as we close out the 2024 portion of this season. And Caden, Trailblazers starting to get on a roll now. They're coming off a 5-point win 11 days ago against a very good and physical South Dakota team in which they came back from 11 points down with just over 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, you look at this stretch, we knew December was going to be good because not as many games, you get a lot more rest, but it's a bunch of home games as well. So it's nice to get that home stretch and to finish it off with that win against South Dakota. You couldn't ask for much better from Utah Tech from the month of December. And
for the Trailblazers, that game 11 days ago against the Coyotes, that was the first time they've had their entire team in uniform because Madiba Owana, the freshman out of France, he became eligible. He played, and boy, did he play well. 11 points, 5 of 9 from the floor, and a couple of rebounds in his debut. And he brings a lot of energy and athleticism and that's just going to add upon what they've already got.
Yeah, well, and that's one thing you just can't teach, right?
Right.
And so it's really hard when you get someone like that you know has that athleticism and is not able to play. So to have him in the lineup now is probably a breath of fresh air for this Trailblazer team.
Yeah, and Judkins has been waiting for him to become eligible because he says he is the best defender on the team. So Beon Riley also came back after missing 3 straight games, and what a way to come back. He had 22 points, 14 rebounds, a career high 14 rebounds. That's his 4th double-double of the season. So he didn't seem like he missed a step after missing 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, he's just someone that comes in prepared every game anyway. So you know when he was going to be coming off of that little bit of a breakaway that he was going to be prepared. We just didn't maybe know how prepared he'd be, but he showed up, and that's always good to see.
And Noah Gonzalez, he also had another good night from the floor, 21 points, hit a 3 straight threes in that 11-point comeback in the final 5 minutes. So he came up clutch. So this is the second ever meeting between these two teams, Florida International and Utah Tech. This is part of the WAC Conference USA Alliance games. Last year, Trailblazers had the Panthers in Burns Arena, and they beat them in overtime. So pretty good challenge here going on there. They've got one big guy that's 6'11", and then the rest, they like just to pressure you, and that seems to be the norm for teams that play Utah Tech. They want to pressure you and force you into turnovers, but the Trailblazers, they're in the top 3 in fewest turnovers in the WAC per game at 11. So they've been able to handle the ball pretty well and handle all the pressure that comes at them.
Yeah, and one of the things from early on in the season, they kind of actually started to struggle with that, but they've cleaned it up a lot since those first few games. So that's been really nice to see. I want to see them continue to take care of the ball.
All right, it's been 11 days since Trailblazers last played. Like we mentioned, South Dakota, big win by 5 at home. So let's take a look back. 11 days ago, the second straight win for the Trailblazers. They get the win over the Coyotes. Here's the final 5 minutes in the 11-point comeback.
Trailblazers coming in looking for their second straight win.
Feeling good. Gonna get it done.
First ever meeting between the Trailblazers and the Coyotes.
Go, come on.
This should be a fun one. Bird, the scoop, no, but Aribi's there for the putback. Toby Aribi. 3, Gonzalez, yes sir, Noah Gonzalez. Beaker, yes, Justin Beaker. Gonzalez, 3, yes sir, Noah Gonzalez. And the lead is down to 3. Free ball is good from the corner, Noah G. Beon Riley. 3 ball for the lead, Noah Gonzalez, yes sir! Noah G with the go-ahead 3, 85-84, 125 left. Beyond Beaker, underneath, wide open, Toby Aribi, yes! Trailblazers lead by 3, 87-84, timeout, South Dakota. And the Trailblazers get the win. Impressive fashion tonight, 92-87.
That was an incredible win, and they outscored him 13-3 in the final 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And Judkins was quick to point out that was the first time he's had all of his players in uniform, and you could see what they were able to do. And you did see that in the final 5 minutes of what this team is capable of. I'm encouraged. I was encouraged even when they were 2-10. I was encouraged because this team, they've got a sense about it when they had all their guys together and when they're playing teams on the same level, not the Mountain West favorites, Boise State and Utah State and Oregon State. I was encouraged by what I saw in the exhibition season.
Yeah, so was I. I really like to see, especially games like that, when it's coming down the stretch and you're seeing that they're working together, they're not getting overwhelmed, they're not letting the adrenaline get to them too much. Yeah. They're just playing good, prepared basketball.
Toby Aribi also had his second straight double-double. Toby with 11 points and 12 rebounds, so he is becoming a rebounding machine. And with Beon Riley, third leading rebounder in the conference, it's a pretty good duo there to get things done in the paint. All right, take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach John Judkins. We get ready for tip-off Utah Tech and Florida International.
D.R. Horton is America's largest home builder, but with a local heart. Nestled just west of the Sand Hollow Recreation Area is a 600-acre master plan community with beautifully designed single-family homes, cottages, and townhomes called Long Valley. Visit us at drhorton.com and join us in continuing the American dream of home ownership and build your next home with D.R. Horton, America's builder.
Experience the magic of southern Utah from the sky and the ground at Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons. They take you on breathtaking journeys across the stunning landscapes of St. George, Hurricane, and beyond. But why just visit when you can live here? Priority First Real Estate is dedicated to helping you find your dream home. Together, they bring you closer to the community, closer to nature, closer to home. Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons and Priority First Real Estate, where adventure meets home.
Hey there, sports fans. Ready to take a timeout from the sidelines and jump into the action? St. George Regional Airport has you covered. Score big with convenient flights that take you from our Red Rocks to destinations around the globe. Whether it's the bright lights of L.A. or an exotic getaway across the Pacific, your adventure starts right here at home. When you're planning that epic getaway, St. George Regional Airport is your home field advantage.
All right, welcome back to Trailblazer Tip-Off. Rod Zundel, Caden Formaster here. We're counting down the minutes till tip-off Utah Tech and Florida International from Miami, Florida. Trailblazers' first ever trip to the state of Florida. Second ever meeting between the Trailblazers and the Panthers. And head coach John Judkins got a 2-game winning streak. Had a chance to talk with him before he left town to get his thoughts on what is taking place now as they get ready for this morning's basketball tip-off.
What was the schedule with your team during the break?
After the game, after the South Dakota game, we gave them some time off. It's time off, but they still get in the gym every day and shoot, but they had time with their family, and we need a break. It's a long season, so it's kind of nice to have that. But it wasn't too long they got out of shape. It wasn't too long that they forgot stuff. And then we had them back here on the 26th night to start practicing and getting ready for our Miami trip with FIU.
You got a 2-game winning streak, 11 days since you played. Are you concerned about showing up some rust in Florida?
It could happen, but they did probably the same thing we did too. So, that's the only part I was mad about was they were playing pretty good on that Thursday. I'd like to keep it going. But again, it's a long season, so they need to take care of their bodies and get that rest. And I'll be honest with you, the first couple of days back, it hasn't been as bad as I've thought. They haven't been too rusty with that, but game time and practice time is a lot different too of getting up and down the court. Plus, we're playing a team that's going to full court press and get into us, so it's going to be a big factor of making sure that we're not winded.
Game against South Dakota, first time this season you've had your entire team in uniform.
That was nice. It was nice and you saw some things that we can do. I thought we got better. We're getting better, Rod. I've seen that. Like I told you before, it's not where you start, it's where you end. But they'll have a little break. We got to see where they're at. But I like it. I like this game to get us ready for conference.
Medina Owana, what a debut he had.
Yeah, it was good. He was so excited. Sometimes I thought he might tried to do a little too much his first game, and I thought he let it come to him. He let things happen. He hit a big three for us.
Owana three. Yes! Yes! The freshman from France.
Got a couple of big rebounds. Played well, and he's been playing well ever since in practice. So it's nice to have a guy like that who's athletic, who can guard. It helps our team, and then getting Beyond back obviously makes a huge difference. And even Akeem, because Akeem didn't play in that Monday night game either as well. So to get our full team back, it was kind of nice. And now minutes are a little different, and so we got more guys now to play. So some of the minutes of other guys might go, but we got to get Noah. We got to get JB. Some of those guys need to get a little bit of a rest, and this will help us go on this deep into our bench.
And with Beyond back, that opened up for Toby, who had his second straight double-double, and Noah really down the stretch, 3 straight triples to pull away and win it.
Yeah, Noah hits some big shots, but I give a lot of credit to Beyond on those. He made some great passes out of the post for Noah to hit those threes. But Toby, like you said, he's had 2 double-double games back to back, and he's starting to feel it, starting to catch what we're trying to do, and hopefully he's going to go against a bigger, stronger guy, on the 30th. So he's got to be ready for that.
All right, that was head coach John Judkins counting down the minutes till tip-off. Second meeting between Florida International and Utah Tech. Come back, final thoughts after this on Trailblazer Tip-Off.
Welcome to St. George Academy, home of the Dragon Slayers, where academic excellence meets individualized learning right here in Southern Utah. At St. George Academy, we believe in challenging our students with rigorous curriculum, preparing them for a demanding college experience and beyond. And it's all tuition-free. Our unique Pathway University program offers accelerated courses, allowing students to earn college credits in high school. Experience the St. George Academy difference, schedule your tour today, and join us on your educational journey.
Yesco is a proud partner of Trailblazer Sports Vision and Utah Tech Athletics. Yesco specializes in manufacture of custom electric signs and displays. From the smallest to the largest, Yesco can design, manufacture, install, and maintain an identification package that is tailored to your specific needs. Yesco has been serving Utah businesses for well over 100 years with quality signage and exceptional service. To see how Yesco can serve you, go to yesco.com.
Craving something sweet but healthy? Come to Berries and Cream, the original spot for fresh berries in our delicious sweet cream. Locally owned and operated right here in St. George. We offer a cold, refreshing treat that's perfect for the southern Utah climate. Fresh fruit has never tasted so good. Berries and Cream, the original taste of St. George.
All right, almost ready for tip-off. Utah Tech and Florida International from Miami, Florida. Rod Zundel, Caden Formaster. Final thoughts and keys to the games on this one.
Yeah, I think for me, final thoughts here in keys, it's really let's just get the three-point ball going. I would really like to see that kind of go 3-and-D on this game. We saw it playing off really well towards the end of the last game, and I think if they can continue shooting well from 3, then they'll be in this one.
All right, tip-off coming up, Utah Tech and Florida International. You can listen to the game on the Fan Sports Radio Network or watch it on ESPN+. And we will see you on Trailblazer Sports Vision after the game for Trailblazer postgame. All right, tip-off, Utah Tech and Florida International coming up next.